All right, what is up, guys? I have something good for you here. Today, we are going to talk about the fact that your environment will always shape your future more than your efforts or the potential that you have will. I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying. Your environment will always outperform and shape your potential and your effort that you put in. Okay, I want you to think about it like this. We've all been there where you go into a room and everyone tells you your dreams are too big, or the fact that you want to retire your parents and not work in your 40s or whatever it is too unrealistic. They tell you to get a normal job, and the fact that you're just doing too much, whatever it is, you've been there. If you have been there, I'm talking to you. If you haven't, keep scrolling. And to kind of give you guys a picture of what I'm trying to explain, I want you to imagine a fruit tree. And imagine you take that seed and you go plant it in a desert or in the sand somewhere. No matter how much potential, or no matter how much effort that seed puts in to grow, it will never prosper, it'll never sprout, and it'll never become a fruitful tree. And that is because it all comes down to the environment. If you take that same fruit tree, that same fruit seed, and you go take it to the Midwest in some black soil, you fertilize it, you let it, get it some rain, give it some sunshine, whatever it is, the environment is built for that fruit tree. It will prosper, it'll grow strong roots, a strong foundation, and it will eventually sprout and produce good fruit. Your environment will always shape your future more than any of the effort or the potential that you have. There's a psychological principle called the Pygmalion effect. And all that means is that people will rise and fall to the expectations that's placed on them. In simple terms, that means if you put yourself in a system or a team or whatever it is, an environment where there is big belief and big expectations and people dream big, you will do the same. You will become a product of your environment, okay? And at the same time, the people who are put on a low standard or a low expectation, they will always perform worse, okay? So you've seen it from the scientific side, but when you look at it from a biblical side as well, in your faith here, you go to Proverbs 23:7, it says, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." That's simple. All that means is what you believe, how you believe in yourself, and how you see yourself, it becomes your identity. What you reinforce and who you see yourself as, the type of thoughts that you have, that's what shapes who you are. Okay, so even from not only a scientific side with the Pygmalion effect, but also from a biblical side, it all talks about the environment and how you think. And to move on for that, what's the principle? What's the principle of the whole video? It all comes down to whatever environment you choose to put yourself in, you will always become a product of that environment. Okay? If you surround yourself with a group of people who wake up early, have a good routine, they hit the gym, they get in the ice bath, they do the sauna, they journal, they read their Bible, they Bible study, they talk about how big their dreams are, the lives that they want to change, the good that they want to do in the world, you will become the sixth person. You will become a part of that group. You become a product of your environment. But if you guys put yourself in a negative environment, we've all been there, and you stay in that environment, you are going to become the sixth person. Whether that's drinking all the time, smoking pot, talking negative on people, sticking into gossip, talking about the drama in the hometown, whatever it is, it's surface level, right? And I'm not saying it's always bad or whatever, but putting yourself in a bad environment, you will become a product of that environment. So how does that relate to me? Why am I telling you guys this? Why should you listen to me? It's because where I started in high school, didn't have a crazy environment, didn't have a ton of people that wanted to think like me or be like me. I didn't drink, I didn't vape, none of that stuff. I drop shipped, tried my own clothing brand. I started investing into crypto when I was like 16. That was where I was at, and I was by myself. And so I failed over and over and over. I had no one to teach me or pick me up except YouTube, okay? And where I've been, I went to college, got into the whole party phase, right? Did a little bit of drinking, smoked a little pot, whatever it is that you guys want to do. I became a product of that environment. I started to slack on everything else that I did. I stopped looking so much into money and investing. I stopped playing the guitar. I lost the good parts of me because I was so, what's the word? I became consumed within that negative environment. okay? And in doing so, yes, I had a group of people with me, but it was a negative group. I became the sixth person, okay? And then where I am now. So I've knocked doors for 2 years. I've been in the sales industry going on 3.5 years or something like that. I've been around millionaires. I've been around people who are broke. Okay, I've been around people that drive my dream car, whatever it is. I've been in an environment where people want to get better. I can walk into a room and I can talk about my dreams. No matter how much I dream, no matter how high I want to dream, there's no limit to it because there's other people that think like that. And so if you feel like you don't fit in, or you feel like you're missing out on something, or like your dreams are too big, cut it. Cut it out. You don't dream too big, you're just in the wrong environment, okay? And so how do you guys apply this, right? Like how would you go about applying this into your life? First off, you have to decide, are you a lone wolf or not, right? Are you a loner? Are you someone that says you want to put your head down, be the David Goggins going into the winter arc and do everything by yourself? I've done that before. It's not really the move. And I'll tell you why. It's because in the Bible, Ecclesiastes 4:9-12, it says, 2 people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help, but someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, 2 people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. The Bible says it. 2 is greater than 1. Because if you are a lone wolf and you fall, if you trip up, if you go down a hill, no one's going to be there to pick you up. So you have to go out of your comfort zone, find the people, find the group, find someone like you. Don't be shy and introduce yourself. That's the second step. 2 is greater than 1 and 3 is greater than 2. Right? Everyone says it. You find your best friends, you find your starting 5, whatever it is, because if you guys would go to war for each other, someone has your back. So every time you fall, every time you don't believe in yourself, every single time people give you doubts and that creeps into your own mind, not only can you go right back to faith, but you have the people around you that will inspire you. They will pick you back up and they will take you from here, a 0, they'll take you back up to a 10, where everybody else is at in that group. It is all about the environment you put yourself in. So if you are a lone wolf, step number 2, find a group, find somebody you want to be, a role model or a mentor. I'm not saying to idolize somebody, right? But find a mentor, find a role model, find a group of people that you want to fit, that you feel like you would fit into, that they think like you, and reach out. Don't be shy. Introduce yourself. Okay? Get out of your comfort zone. It's the only way to meet somebody is to talk to them or introduce yourself. So don't be afraid to do that. Just talk to more people. And the very last thing I'll tell you guys when it comes to how to apply it is write down your goals and write down the person that you want to become. There's some cool stat where it says like 65% of, you have a 65% increase of achieving your goals when you write them down and you look at them often. So don't forget to write your goals down. Write down the person that you want to become. Once you do that, you can reverse engineer into how that person lives. How did that person achieve those goals? What does his daily habits look like? Why is he where he is? Why am I the person that I want to become? Why is he there and I'm here? Reverse engineer backwards. Start living like that person. Now, within the past 4 months, I have gotten into the sales industry online. I've started selling some insurance. I've brought together a group of super close friends who have also brought together a close group of friends, and we have built something pretty special, right? My biggest goal in life, the money's cool. I can teach people to make money. I can teach people to sell, but that's not my personal mission. Like, that's not what I value about what I do, right? Like, the money's nice. The money brings freedom. That's nice. I don't have to ask for paid time off. I don't have to ask for vacations. I don't have to ask for anything. Like, if someone just gives me a date, I'm there, right? So money, yes, it brings freedom. But that's not my deep inner belief. Like, that's not why I do what I do. I believe, after I started doing some sales and talking to people, that God gave me a gift of speaking to people out of the best interest for people. I love talking to people, instilling belief into them and telling them you can do it. Right? Like, it makes me so happy. I get more dopamine and energy when I see a new guy close on my team or someone closes on the team than I do for myself. Like, when I close, it's an expectation. I'm like, okay, boom, I did it. I got to go do it again. I see a new guy close or someone who's been in a slump or someone who's still selling $40K a month. Like, every single time they get a sale, I'm like, hell yes. like that's why I do what I do, because not only can I help them make money, help them learn how to sell, but then together as a group and as a solid environment, we can become disciplined, become strong in our faith. We can build strong foundations. We can become better people, change people's lives, one person at a time. At the end of the day, if I can change one person's life, I've done what I was supposed to do. I want to help people get 1% better every day. And that's the vision that I want to build for the team. Our outcome isn't the money and the success, it comes with it, but our outcome is becoming better people, being afraid of being average and chasing our dreams, because that's what life is about. The moment you stop dreaming, it's the moment you die. Right? Like, the best days of our lives isn't in college, it's not in high school. Your uncle that says, man, you just live the best days of your lives, enjoy them. College is the best days of your life, enjoy it. No, it's not. I have so much more to live for. Okay? The day I stop dreaming and the day I stop chasing my dreams is the day that I basically die. If I leave you guys one thing out of this entire video, first is to never stop dreaming. And second, it is to put yourself in an environment where you will prosper and where you will feel like you're in the right spot, where growth is inevitable, where your dreams don't feel too big and you just fit right in. Become the sixth person. No one is going to force you to change. No one is forcing you, but your environment is always forming you. Listen to what I just said. No one is going to force you. No one's forcing you, but your environment is always forming you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.